It's gonna be live on YouTube.
Cool.
Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog, coming to you today with Andre C. Hatchett, who is got on board with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund LLC. And the reason I want to bring this video to you guys today is because last week we did an investment club. Y'all loved it. The energy was hype. This time we want to bring a real estate investment club. So, Mr. Andre C. Hatchett, please tell us about your trip you just took.
Well, the lovely Erica Williams, honored to be here. And what's up, crew? How are we? I was in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Civil Rights Museum for the announcement of the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. It is a Tier 2. It is a, hold on, it's a regulated Tier A, I'm sorry, a regulation A Tier 2 real estate crowdfund, a regulation A Tier 2 real estate crowdfund, which means it's not GoFundMe, it's not, hey, I'm going to give you some money, tell me if it works. This thing is a thoroughly broken down, approved by all the security departments, and it's a way for us to invest together and to have a return on our investment, hopefully. So I'm really excited to be a part of it. I came on board as an advisor. I run our weekly calls to inform the people about what we're doing, answer questions, and run our social media campaign as well.
You guys, if you don't know, Andre C. Hatchett is one of the best hype men behind the scenes in the United States. I just want y'all to know that. This man gets paid 27 days to Sunday because he is behind the scenes, but in front of the scenes. And I'm always messing with him about it.
I try to get paid every day, yeah.
Yeah. He's like in 20 different companies, just silent partner.
Yeah, sometimes that's how we move. Sometimes that's how we move, yes.
So the reason I love that, and I love bringing you on and talking about that, is because so many people, they work 9 to 5s, and they do want to be involved in activities and investing, and they just need that little bit of extra help. Like, how do I get to that next level? Look at Dre. He is behind the scenes, but on the scene, and I like that. Again, there is a bunch of comments already, so I'm already gonna say Latrice Archer said, "Hey, Erica." Alvin Hodger said, "Drizzy's back." So apparently you're Drizzy now.
Drizzy, I'll take it.
Okay. Somebody said, "Make humanity great again."
Make humanity
Jamaican
great again.
Somebody says, "Jamaican in you, making you work all them jobs."
I am Jamaican, yeah. Rastafari Jamaican. Yes, I am Jamaican.
He's from New York. You know those New Yorkers. They get the hustle.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
So what I love about this is because I've talked about in other videos how there are about 50 different real estate investing crowdfunding clubs. But this one here is special. This one's created by nice, young, successful African-American males who are just trying to share that investment opportunity with other people.
Yeah. Here's the thing about it is Jay Moore. So it's so crazy that I refer to him now as a friend, because if you know me for the past 4 or 5 years, I've been talking about him like I knew him, because I just respected what he's done, where he's come from. I mean, the brother has freaking felonies and was in a whole different lifestyle from his teens to early 20s, and now he's one of the most widely known real estate guys in the country. So one for me, working with him, it's just a personal victory within myself. I'm one of those people who I enjoy working with other people. I enjoy working with you. I enjoy working with a black man. One, to just dispel the myth of the crabs in a barrel and all that crap. I just hate that crap. And 2, it just feels really good. Just on a really one-on-one level, I feel good being able to send you money, you send me money, we're able to get things and help people and change the world. Like, I just think it's really cool. So yeah, the crew is so thorough. We have some people who are behind the scenes, some people who are in front of the scenes, but just to see, I'm sending you the picture, just so you can see the photo of all of us proud black men and women together who are each doing our part, big part, little part, medium-sized part, just coming together without the egos to just build this thing for generations and for other people to follow our blueprint, to copy our model, if they don't even invest with us. It's very personally fulfilling, and in life I try to shoot for personal fulfillment as often as I can. Like, this is one of the most, this is one of the things that I've ever done. This is one of the things in life that has brought me the most personal fulfillment that I might have ever felt. It's on a whole different level.
So 2 points here I want to touch on is the fact that you said this person you've been talking about before you even met them because you had respect for them. And if you guys don't know, Andre Hatchett has a networking school. And I've been talking about networking because of courses and stuff like that I've been putting on the side. But networking is bigger than what you think. Because if there's somebody you see, and I tell people this all the time, if there's somebody you see at the top, so few people strive to the top or try to get there or try to create businesses or try to hustle that if you really have a list of 100 people you want to meet, you can meet them. I think there was a study where a professor was like, hey, I want you to talk to Mariah Carey, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and somebody else. And only one person in the whole classroom actually did the assignment and got on the phone with all three.
Wow.
And it's because you have to decide, like, is this who I am? Is this the group of people I want to be around?
Yeah.
And so
yeah, here's one of the things also. So he doesn't recall this probably, but I met him 3 years ago. So for the first time I ever met him in person was literally 3 years ago. It was at a convention, and he was on a panel, and I gave him a hat. I was like, big fan. And afterwards at the party, I took a picture with him. So, and now 3 years later, we're working together on this project, and we worked together over the past year or so. So when you're networking, here's what it should be called. It should be called relationship building. Like, we just cancel the word network and call it relationship building, because that's really what it is. And some people, they go for most people, like 94% of people go for the quick shot. I want this, give me this. How can you help me get this? Rather than say, hey man, how can I help you? What can I do to help you? If not now, maybe a year later. And sometimes it doesn't happen right away, but it might happen, like in this case, literally 3 years later. 3 years later, we're here working together on this huge project. So don't be offended don't get discouraged, and don't get rude if somebody can't work with you right away, or someone doesn't work with you right away. It's a long-term game. It's a long-term game. And most ambitious people, we work on different things. We work here, this stream here, this system here, this here for the cause. So there's always opportunities. Just don't close the door on your damn self, which is what we talk about at the networkingschool.com. Go there. It's free for now, so hop in there.
So 2 comments that I'm addressing the comment forum right now. And one is from Alvin Hollinger. He says, hey, what makes this model unique from a REIT, real estate investment trust? Asking sincerely, no shade. Make humanity great again says, well, what's more important, to be unique or that is effective? And so I'm going to address both of those, because I think this is just like most real estate funds. It's just a different set of people, right? But what makes it different is I'm choosing to invest with these group of people.
Yes.
Because these people are going to buy where, Andre, if you have the answer.
Well, we're focusing on a few markets right now. We're focused on Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit. Those are markets that we're focused on now. But here's the thing: we're buying assets. So we're buying things that are assets. So title. Jay-Z and his crew bought for $50 million. I believe it was 3.5 or 4 years ago or so, right? Somewhere around that time frame. Now it's worth $600 million. $600 million. What kind of flip is that? So let's just say this isn't a guarantee, this isn't a promise. I don't have the final say so in anything we do. But let's just say, for example, that we decided to do that with one of our funds. We're going to have many funds, but let's do one of our funds. And we have that kind of flip and return on our investment. How many people do you know that can pull this off? Not many. How many groups do you know that can pull this off? More than the individual. So we're going to have this kind of leverage to do these kind of things together. And I'm not an expert on REITs, so I can't quote what a REIT is. But here's the cool thing about this is you can invest in the group, in the fund, for as little as $500. You can invest with as little as $500. And I know most hedge funds, you need a few $100,000 or even more than that to invest. So that's one of the things that we created with this Tulsa Real Estate Fund, is we wanted people to not feel excluded or to be financially excluded from the chance to gain wealth as a collective. So that's one of the things that we're really proud of that we built. And the last question, I wasn't sure what that, if you could rephrase that.
So it basically said, what's more important, to be unique or be effective? He basically was saying you guys are going to be effective.
Oh, the statement. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So what I want to say on that, why that's so important, the $500 mark, is because if you look up the 50, I did an article on it, 50 different real estate crowdfunding sites, they're asking you to start at 5,000 or 1,000. There's a few now where you can do 1,000, but think about the average person: $5,000, $1,000, or 500. Right? And so, and these aren't even, I think this is similar to what I just did with Charles. You're not looking essentially for accredited investors. You're looking for investors who are on the way learning. And I think that's important.
Yes. Accredited investors have like a higher net worth, and they have, other things in place. And we actually have those who are coming aboard as well on a different tier, of course. But here's the thing, like if you have $500, you're not left out. And in most cases, you will be left out if you don't have that. So that's something that we're really proud of. And most people don't even have $1,000 in their account. So here's what we're encouraging people to do is we have a chart.
76% of Americans don't have $1,000 in their account.
76%. Wow, I didn't know it was that high.
Like liquid cash.
Yeah. If you go to our Instagram page, TulsaRealEstateFund.com, TulsaRealEstateFund.com, we have a chart. We show you if you invest $75 a week, then $60 a week, then $80 a week, and in 12 weeks you will have $1,000. So if you have to get like another job, you have to get Uber, become a mobile notary like me, whatever you have to do to get there, you can get there, and you can be part of this movement. And this fund, it has a huge financial component to it, which is important. But even just for me personally, the emotional factor is like really, really big for me. This is something that I've wanted to do for freaking years, like literally since I was 19 years old on some kind of level. Get a group of our people to work together and just really start to build and dominate and own real hardcore assets. So I'm honored to be affiliated.
So a question here Alvin has is, are you guys in the capital building stage only, or when do you project quarterly or monthly disbursements to start? Now, when it comes to real estate investment funds, I'm just going to say this really quickly. It takes about 6 months you as a person depending on the company, before you even start getting disbursements. But I'll let you answer for this fund.
Gotcha. So we're going to start taking funds August 17th. August 17th, we're going to be able to take funds. So August 17th, 2007, we will take funds. And if you guys can go to our website and join our mailing list, TulsaRealEstateFund.com, TulsaRealEstateFund.com. And we have weekly calls there every Thursday at 6 p.m. It's called Tulsa Talks Thursday. I'm actually not going to answer that question because I don't deal with that, and I'm pretty sure I could, but I'm pretty,
better safe than sorry.
I know my lane, but I want you to join the calls, and we have an expert who deals with that in our group, and he breaks down the numbers, he tells you the returns, and he does all that good stuff.
So Alvin, I see some of your other questions. I definitely would jump in on a Tulsa call, because the Tulsa Talks on Thursday, because actually, yes, there are several groups that actually allow non-accredited investors in now. So that's actually how.
Sorry, here's what Alvin could do also, and anybody else. So we've had 3 Tulsa Talks so far. So if you go to SoundCloud and type in Tulsa Talk, you'll see all 3 episodes, and a lot of the questions have been answered in our past episodes. Tulsa Talk on SoundCloud or iTunes.
Tulsa Talks on SoundCloud. Is that okay, Alvin? I hope you can hear that. Tulsa Talks on SoundCloud. Definitely send me that link so I can add it into our article. I'm going to write on here.
Will do.
I've got a couple articles about this week. So I'd like that it's the $500 point coming into it. And what I tell about people is, if you want to go far, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go in a group.
Yeah.
And the reason it's important, because I'll meet so many people who say, Erica, I only have $5,000 or $10,000 that I could get out of my 401k, or I can get out of my credit cards. But that's not enough to invest in real estate, right? And I go, well, if you partner with somebody, you could go further.
Yeah.
But a lot of people sometimes are so hesitant. They're like, what is my exact money I'm getting back tomorrow? right? And
Yeah.
it's that microwave mentality, that flipping mentality, and that's not
And it's
real.
not just about that. So here's the thing, right? So there is a risk with this. We're hoping that the risk is minimized. I mean, we have me who's been involved in real estate since I've been, I mean, studying since I was like 20, so 15 years, real estate agent, sold a bunch of properties, bought some properties, some good investments, some bad investments. I teach real estate with my friends like you every day or every other day. And we have experts who are really, really smart people, like really, really smart people. I'm honored to even know these people. So we're hoping that that the risk will be minimal. But let's just say that you invest something and it doesn't go according to plan, and that's a loss. Here's what I want people to think about, not just for this fund, do it in your own lives or with other people. What are you spending your money on anyway? I want you to have an honest look about what you're spending your money on anyway. And are you buying liabilities every day? Are you even chancing it? I encourage people to take the chance because I had a friend. He got some money back from a court settlement. Before he got the money back, I tried, Eric. I literally tried to sit down with him, no fee. Let me help you put this money somewhere, right? I didn't want anything. I didn't want anything. I just wanted him not to blow it because he's kind of known for just spending money on crap. I think it was 3 weeks later. No, maybe 2 months later. This is 20 grand. My 20 grand. He was calling me asking me to borrow $30. Asked me to borrow $30 after blowing 20 grand 2 months. And I said, damn, dude, like you could have put, I mean, the stock market, a Roth IRA, tax.
That's when you hang up. That's when you hang up.
Something.
You're like, I don't even know you anymore.
And this is what most people do. Most people blow their money anyway. Take a chance on yourself. Invest in some assets. Invest in some assets. Roll the damn dice.
Okay, so that brings me to this. I finally get to use it. Zero risk Donalds. People who are zero risk Donalds, they don't live well. And I'm not saying, oh, they're gonna have a horrible life and they're gonna suffer. But if you have to have something that's a zero risk, there can be no risk whatsoever. It has to be 100% guaranteed that you can't live. Marriage is not 100% guaranteed. Children are not 100% guaranteed. Jobs are not 100% guaranteed. Walking down the street and a dog not bite your leg is not 100% guaranteed. There's no such thing as a zero risk Donald. These people are always over checking something, overthinking something, I'm going to check it one more time. Okay, 20 years later, they still have nothing to show for it, all the checking they've done.
See, here's the thing, is overthinkers are usually underactors, like the high majority of the time. Overthinkers are usually underactors. So if you're overthinking your whole life, what kind of action are you taking? And here's the thing, I think some people actually can think themselves into a damn coma, it seems like sometimes, of this and that. And then when you don't overthink things, they look at you like you're crazy and they try to get you into their overthinking. I'm like, no, like do this. And then you have a very high success rate of this working. Well, what about this? Well, that's part of the 3% of it not working, but this probably will work if you just shut up and go into execution mode. Having the 100, I made a post on Facebook yesterday. Having a $10 million idea is great. It's phenomenal. But if you don't have the follow through and execution in you, like it won't happen. And here's what you could do to counteract that is pay someone, an accountability partner, to literally sit there with you, like sit in my office with me, next to me, and don't let me get up unless I get this thing done, or have somebody like you on Skype who's going through things with me step by step by step, paying them to make sure that you get these things done. You have to know how to execute. And here's the thing, it's okay if you don't, but it's not okay to not hire somebody who can help you do that. $10 million idea, poor execution. I'd rather have a $300,000 idea and great execution any day of the week.
So to hit on that, there's a few comments. Thank you, Alvin. Alvin, he actually sent over the SoundCloud link. He found it. He said, "Great, cool." Hey, Cole.
Thanks, Al.
I put the link in the comments. Let's see what else. Alvin said it's real easy to blow 500. Another person said, "You're so right about overthinkers being underactors." This is something you can go for every day of your life and go see. I've had people where I go, listen, let's get you a blog started. Let's get you your domain name and let's go. Well, how much is that gonna cost? We can go get your domain name for $10
or less,
and get your blog started for $10, right?
Yep.
Because it was just the flat platform. So $20.
Yep.
And I promise you, he sat there and thought about that for 5 days. $20.
Yeah.
Name. I gotta have the perfect. No, there's no perfect. There is.
Okay, let me hop in. Fuck the perfect bullshit, okay? Get it out of your damn life. Get it out of your mind. Get it out of your damn soul. You grow and you get better as things go along. Now I make hats, right? I make hats. There, you can pick up a hat at ownerbeowned.co, right? Cool hat, ownerbeowned.co. I make hoodies. All right, same thing. Oh, okay. I have books that are out there. None of these things started off perfect. None of these things started off. The designs are mediocre. The book, it was good context, but the grammar sucked. So I had 3 editors since the book released go back and edit the book. And if anyone bought a book with it messed up, I gave them a refund. I was like, hey, call me, email me, sorry, on free book is on me. So I got better as I went along. If I would have waited until I don't know how to write a book. I never wrote a book before. I don't know how to make clothes. It's my first time like really doing this stuff. So I guess get better. You get better as you go. You get better as you go. Get off of that perfect crap, please, please.
Build the platform, and this is what I tell people. There's so many people who are like, I've got 1 million views on Facebook, but you have no platform for it to go. You have nowhere for the traffic to go. You have nowhere for people to buy things, support you, to just, all they're doing is sharing a video. That's great, but at the end of the day, you don't have any monetization. That's why we see so many young kids doing these dance videos and broke, right? Yeah. And then there's groups of, I mean, I'm being really honest, there's a group of 4 white boys who are doing dances. They saw other people's videos and getting paid. They have sponsorships. They have a YouTube channel. They have an Instagram. But here's the difference. They actually put the money down to go, let me buy this blog, domain name. Let me get this stuff set up. And so people are using this perfect, I'm blaming Disney on that because they make people think they have to be perfect, ideal before they get started.
Most people aren't. I mean, like 90-something% of people aren't. And what it is we just know that we can. We know that this can happen. So we believe in ourselves and we put it into action, and we know that we can attract people. We know that when you treat people nice and then we have something to offer people, even if it's on the back end, people rock with you, people mess with you. Like, these things can happen, but you got to start the damn race, get the ball started. Don't be a sideline reporter. Be in the damn game, people. In it. Win, lose, or draw, you feel better about yourself at night.
Listen, I can tell you to this day, I've written 3 books. I only talk about 2 of them because one of them was horrible. But but the key is I started. Yes. And I remember Grant Cardone talking about writing a book in 3 hours, and people talking about, oh, the grammar. He's like, I don't care. It's a bestseller, not a best written. There's a difference between
Which one do you want?
We are not the same.
Pick one. Come on.
We are not the same in that moment.
Pick one. Right? Pick one.
Or like Glendon Cameron, another guy I watch and I always talk about on this channel. He talked about, he had a friend who was a writer, and she said, you know what you need to do? You need to spend about 3 years working on your craft. 3 years later, her with her 1 book was bankrupt. 3 years later, he had 8 books out.
Wow.
Crappy writing and all.
Wow.
And they were making him money. He made $52,000 just off one of them.
Shoot your shot, as they say in the dating scene. Shoot your shot. Like for me, like, I'm gonna shoot my shot person in life. Like, I don't want to be at the bar and I see the pretty queen and I'm like, oh man, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. I don't know. Should I do it? Should I do it? Like, I'm gonna approach the queen and get shot down if it is, and be able to go back to my seat and be like, you know what, I shot the shot. So I apply it to my dating life, I apply it to my professional life, because I just don't want anything on the table. I don't want to live with the music still in me. As Les Brown says, I've done that and it sucks. It sucks. You grow from going, you grow from starting, you grow from fucking up, you grow from trying.
Like, if I could tell you, so I watched Grant Cardone the other day, and he almost made me cry. right? He was on the phone with marketing, Billie Jean marketing. You can look the video up. And he said towards the end of the video, he's like, dude, I feel like I'm pressed against time. I'm 57 years old. And in my mind, I'm thinking, dude, you've made millions of dollars. You have 4,000 real estate units. You have all this stuff, but still, even he goes, I know there's so much more inside of me.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm pressed against time.
It's the truth. It's the truth. And what we got to do is that feeling won't go away. And if you use it correctly, it can be used for your advantage. If you apply it, if you leave it in your head, oh, I'm getting so old, oh my God, like that sucks. But if you take the personalized internal pressure and apply it towards action and execution, then things change.
So here's some other questions. Why is this important? And the reason I feel this investment fund is important is I think we're coming up on a time where many Americans are now under Trump and under different circumstances, they're more awake that, I talk to people and they'll say, I only make $50,000 a year. I mean, I can't afford to live, right? Like I need to make $100,000 a year. And I really want to say to them, it is not your boss's job to pay you a living, right? Because we're having this argument when people are like, I need to pay $15 an hour. To toss donuts and coffee? Nah, man, you don't. That job was meant to be that low pay for a reason.
Yeah.
For you to move on and get skills and go somewhere else. And people are ignoring that. People want to stay comfortable.
Yeah.
They want to fight it and stay comfortable. The key here is investing in assets is your only way out. Yes. Your company or your boss that's paying you $45 a year, $50 a year, that's all he needs to pay you. It's your job to go out and get that other $50. And I've talked about it in this thing on this channel for years. Even if you just buy one property a year for 10 years, your rental returns, you're making $100,000 off your rental properties. I mean, right now I know a couple who owns 2 laundromats. Sweetest white couple ever owns 2 laundromats, and that laundromat has afforded them to build their dream home. And it's like $1 million home. But wow. A lot of people go, well, oh man, how can they afford that? Well, it's the choice to buy assets. Mm-hmm. Your income may stay $50,000 the rest of your life. If you're a school teacher, if you're an accountant, if you're just different type of jobs, you may never get $100,000 out of job. Mm-hmm. You can switch jobs forever and never get that. That's why this is important to me. Dre, explain in the best way you can, why is it important in this economy to buy real estate?
It's important for a few reasons. It's important for us to see us working together, and this fund doesn't exclude anybody. Just we can't legally or morally exclude anybody. Anybody can invest in the fund, but the board members, the people who are making the color is green, but the people who make the decisions are all of some kind of African descent. So it's important to see people of African descent working together privately and publicly who are in positions of power, who make financial decisions in terms of real estate. One, for the motivational factor. Our people follow people, then we follow ideas the majority of the time. Our people follow the people first, then we follow the ideas. It's just something that we do. So us seeing each other in action, working together as a cohesive unit, it will inspire other people. And they might say, hey, Dre, I want to invest with you guys. Great. You say, hey, Dre, I mean, great idea, but I want to invest in my family. That's also great. Do it. It will inspire and it will bring back the morale within our people to go out and do the same with us or on their own. 3, we're buying assets. We have smart people buying assets together who are making decisions. I'm going to leave that one right there. You have smart people buying assets together, and the smart people are making the decisions. It's a win. It is a high likelihood of a win. This is something that a lot of people need. A lot of people need something like this to retire. A lot of people need their money working for them to have a better quality of life. So all these reasons are why it's a win. Emotional morale, financial boost, or hopefully financial boost, and just rolling the dice.
Also, I would say, I'd rather put my money in on real estate than put more money in on stocks. There's a lot of people hoping their 401k will take care of them forever. And we're due for another little dip. And you can't afford to say all my money's in one basket. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys saw the video, the article I did called The Future of Wealth. Your wealth is like a table. So you've got car payments, you got things coming down on your spouse, the cost of living. If just a job and a 401k is holding that table up, that's a weak table. So that table needs some gold, it needs some silver, it needs some real estate, it needs more legs to hold it up. And I just want to let you know, Ebony Hayes says, this is good information. Thanks, Erica and Dre. Another person said, thanks. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, I just think long-term people are going to realize, man, just the stock market, just 401k, that's not enough. Just like Social Security is not enough.
No.
I saw a guy in a Facebook group, made me almost cry. He's like, I'm 60 years old. My kids are grown. And I realized I don't have enough money.
Yeah. 60 years old.
60 years old.
60.
And I go, you can't retire, dude. You know what you need to do? I was one of the ones who responded, but I was like, if you just go buy a rental property, and he was in Memphis, Tennessee. I was like, if you just go buy a rental property, 2 a year, they don't have to be in Memphis for the next 5 years, you'll be fine. But people don't hear that. People don't think like that. And so, something this level could help.
Oh, 2 years. Oh, 6 months. Oh, a year. Here's what bugs me out with those kind of conversations is you're older anyway. You're going to be older anyway. Why not have assets grow with you with your older age? That short time frame period, it has always bugged me out. I mean, imagine that we all get a hotel with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, right? You're able to walk by a hotel for the rest of your life. You have to point to it. If you're a guy, you have to point to is to say, hey, queen, I own this, or we own this, or hey, son, like you own a piece of this. What does that do to the morale? What does that do to the anything is possible? It does wonders, and you could possibly invest this for as little as $500. Yes, your share will be smaller, but who gives a damn? You own a piece of something that's really cool, and has potential to grow and make money.
Did I tell you about how much I love Jarrell? Jarrell Argo. He's African, but he was in Chicago and he travels around the world and he's always
He's
Dana Fowler, Chris Bell's always trying to get him like interview that guy. The reason I love what he's doing is he's showing more African American men who can be traveling around the world and on the whole business. And I love that for Instagram. Like people are like, oh, Instagram, everybody's just living these fake lives. No, these are actual people's lives. You've just chosen how to spend your 500. You chose to take your 500 instead of buying a plane ticket to do something else. Everybody can't travel. You know what's interesting? I notice every year people say that, but somehow they get down to Miami. They get down to Miami and they get down to Atlanta pretty often. So,
everybody can't be a business owner, but everybody can be an investor. So
that's right.
I'm just not with these. Everybody isn't meant to have a boss full time either. So these cliches that people run with to make their point valid, it's just a minimizing belief. So yeah, man, he's the man because he's saying like, hey, I'm doing this, you could do this. There are ways to get these things done. Now, if you don't want to do them, that's cool too. I think some people should live how they're living. I do think everyone should be a part owner of a business on some kind of level, an investor, whatever, real estate, stock portfolio, a company, whatever. But if you're happy doing the full-time thing, man, rock that puppy out. But don't allow yourself to believe that you can't do anything different because people have told you that you can't do anything different. That's what I'm here to. I'm here to crush that, right? I want that thing crushed out of the psyches of our people forever. That, oh, I can't do it because she did this, she did that. It took me 14 years to get a freaking 4-year degree. I stuttered, I still stutter, and I'm here doing videos every day, teaching people all across the world, making over 6 figures for myself and helping people's lives change on a consistent basis. So I am the king of overcoming stuff. They told me I was in special ed, like all of this stuff. And it's also in my book too, Own or Be Owned, The Black Man's Guide to Wealth Creation in America. Go to andresbook.com, andresbook.com for that. I'm not hearing it, Erica. I'm not hearing it. Like, no, we can do this. We can do this. Self-opposing beliefs, get away from me with that. I'm going to knock it out of you one way or the other.
So in 7 figures, is this Jay Morrison's fund? Yes, this is Jay Morrison's fund. Andre Hatchett is an advisor on the board.
Yeah, Jay Morrison is the founder, one of the founders of it, and his idea, his brainchild. Yes, it is.
Okay, and so I've got Cole C said, this is very informative. And Erica, I'm trying to start off investing in property. Really need to talk to you. I'm from Mississippi. Sorry for the long message. Well, Cole, as usual, in the details and the notes are the links to the consulting. I'll put it again in the comments.
Erica's the best.
So, Dre, I'm not going to hold you all day long, but I just wanted to really talk to you about, zero risk Donalds and how you got to really get out of that. You got to get out of thinking, I have to have 100% returns. If it's not 100%, I can't grow. And I think it's time for me to kind of expand a mindset course. I don't know what's the name of it, but we're going to have to talk about it because
let's do it together. Yeah, let's do it.
We have a lot of people who realize as you start growing, you need to have new friends, new environments, new conferences you go to.
It's a must. 3 years ago, I met him. Now I'm part of his team. 3 years ago, I've been trying to meet him for friggin' since I've first seen his video. Now we're working together. It was intentional. Oh, here's something else about networking is if you help people behind the scenes who you don't even know, it's funny how word travels back to people. So what if he's for my number on Instagram, he spoke to Boyce Watkins, and Boyce said, and other people had told him about me and how I always talk about him. Like, yeah, man, his stuff here, check it out. So the things I was saying got back to him, and he was like, wow, like this dude's really real. He's really like looking out for me, helping me out, and I don't even know who he is. So being a positive, uplifting person who is also limitless, who also just goes for it, but doesn't rush it, but moves persistently, it can just open up your whole freaking life. So yeah, let's work on that mind expansion course because that will open up the mental doors for us to go and get those duplexes or triplexes and those $50 million funds.
So I'm gonna wrap this up, but I'm hoping in October, there's FidCon this year, October 25th to 28th.
FidCon.
I know everybody can't afford the big ticket price to go, but I'm thinking of if I can get Andre C. Hatchett and Charles Ogilvie. We'll see if we can kind of do like some kind of event there. Maybe we can ask some of our real estate friends in the Dallas area. Maybe they may have free time. See what we can put together. Maybe like a happy hour or mixer or something.
I like it.
Try to get. So Crystal O'Neill say you guys always bring good info. Thank you, Crystal.
Thanks, Chris.
And everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Thank you guys for being here. We are talking with Andre C. Hatchett of the Tulsa Real Estate Fund Group. He is an advisor on the board of Mr. J. Morrison's fund you've been seeing on Instagram and social media. Again, remember, in the comments, in the section, we're going to also put it in the links below. They have Tulsa Talk Thursdays on SoundCloud, and you can actually call 1-800 number, Dre.
Yeah. If you go to our Instagram page, like our page, the number will be there. It changes sometimes. So head to Instagram, Tulsa Real Estate Fund, like the page, and also join our mailing list, and you will be included in every move we make. Honored to be here, Erica, and we hope you guys invest with us. But if you don't, please do something similar with your friends or with your family members. Like, this is how people do. How do people build those buildings? How to do this like this? They work together. They put their strengths together and they get things done. So if it's with us or with On Your Own, man, make it happen.
Dre is so truthful. I actually know Koreans in military towns, Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, who own not one, not two, but 7 commercial buildings at this point because working together. And they have white husbands and they have black husbands, but they still at the end of the day, let's get together and buy this property together.
Yeah.
So it's all up to you. They don't have to be white, don't have to be black, don't have to be Korean. You can just be a good thinker and know, hey, $500 compared to $5,000 is a win. So you guys, I'm always truthful in my disclosures. I am soon to be investing in Charles Ogilvie's fund, Todd Capital. I will most likely be an investor on the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. So just always clear in them disclaimers.
Chuck, what's up, baby? Charles is my man. Great brother right there. Great brother.
All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you guys for joining.
I want to be